Yeah.
Wait, okay, wait.
We fucking did it.
Wait.
Okay, hold on. 1, 2, 3. Hey everyone, I'm Chantel.
I'm May.
And we are
MxC, bitch.
Keep it PG. This is our first ever video.
No, it's not.
No, this is our first video we've been together. It's gonna be a story time.
You guys aren't ready.
Listen.
Today we are gonna be talking. Okay, first of all, Jessica is right behind the camera.
Yeah.
So it's just a little bit awkward.
Yeah. As by the title, you can tell our story time is paranormal shit. Because we've experienced quite some paranormal activity.
We've experienced some.
I know.
We have experienced.
I hate this. Okay.
Some equate.
Okay, so this was in 2012, I think. Yeah, I was
The world was ending.
Oh my
Blue
god.
Notes.
Oh,
Graphic T-shirts were popular. It was a hard time.
Wow, at the end of the world. Okay, anyways, it was 2012, and in my elementary school, we would get tickets to watch a hockey game. It was the Vancouver Giants, and I was like, oh my god, we got tickets, so let's go. And I got my cousins and everyone to buy tickets, and we went all together. And the game was at Rogers Arena. Nothing scary happened at the game, but it was when you...
Scary as fuck.
Coming back from the game, we were driving. It was like 3 a.m. in the fucking morning, and you already know that's prime time for ghosts to come out. We were passing the cemetery, and it was, of course, it was like dark and everything. We come to a red light, and there's like a crosswalk in front of the cemetery. She got really scared when I told this story. There's like a crosswalk in front of the cemetery, and we saw 2 people. So it was a male and a female. She had long hair, and she was dressed in all black. They were like walking together with an umbrella, and like, everything was black. Like the umbrella was black, they were black. I couldn't see a face, I couldn't see feet, I couldn't see anything. And, like in my culture, I know you believe that if you don't have feet, like you're like a ghost or some shit like that. Like
Bro, if someone didn't have feet, I would be sus so quick. It doesn't matter.
It's like
I would just be like,
they're like floating. That's what. And I
if
remember
they're floating, I think they're like normal people.
yeah, I think so too. I was like telling my cousin, I was like, yo, like, did you see that? And he was like, shut up, like just don't tell me, like, don't say any fucked up shit. And I was like, but do you see that? And I went to the car beside me, and the dude was just like pale, and because like sometimes ghosts, no, they were like crossing the road, and then the next thing I know is they just disappear from the side, and I'm like, first of all, out of a cemetery at 3 in the morning, dressed in all black. Second of all, in all black with no feet. Like, I'm confused.
No, from me. How did you not like shit your pants?
See, I think the most scary thing was the gate just closing by itself, and then they just like them just disappearing from the side. They just disappeared.
If I saw that, are you kidding me?
Like, it was like they were just a cloud, like they just disappeared. And the light turned green, and we were the first car in the front, so we saw everything. And I looked beside, and the guy is just like stuck there on his wheel, like. But he was like pale, like he looked white as it. He looked like is it Casper the girl?
Snow White was shaking, but
I was shook.
She was shook too. Because you get it, she's white. Anyways, I was scared for like a whole 2 months. I would think about that every night, and I still do sometimes, but I just put it aside.
How are they doing? You check up on them daily?
You know what? I haven't gone to the cemetery in a while, so I gotta go be like, hey, do you remember me on 2012 at this?
like a girl who's like trying to catch her man cheating.
Yeah,
2012.
I saw you with another man walking out the cemetery at 3 a.m.
My
I went to
story
take a drink.
was kind of wild. Alright, so I was at my aunt's house, you know, we were having a great time, but I went into the car and my mom was driving me home. And I was like really tired and I don't even remember what was going on, but I just remember something on the radio being like really like unsettling, and I didn't want to listen to it, just like in a bad mood, like I was really scared. Like we were driving through our little complex, and I see this guy like crossing our complex.
I have tears, I don't know why.
And my mom's driving, and I literally, I thought she was gonna run him over. I was like, Mom, like stop the car, and she like stops, like she brings it to like an absolute halt, and I'm like, okay, like you're literally just gonna hit him, and she's like,
there's nobody there.
and I was like, oh my god, I love that. I thought it was one of my neighbors.
Did they like?
I just don't
Did they like
know.
disappear? Like, what if it was just actually someone running?
No, like crossing into our garage, but no one was there in our garage. I don't know how I slept, but girl, it was kind of a time.
So This one's a good one. Okay, I don't know. Let me just put this up. It's 2 a.m. Her mom was asleep. Her brother was asleep, passed out. And when her mom sleeps, there's no like waking her mom up. Like nothing can wake her mom up.
Literally
So
nothing can wake my mom up.
like I think there'll be a shooting outside or like a fire or something like that loud, and she won't wake up. Her dog literally barks and she won't wake up. So, anyways, we were in her room and I heard a knock, and I was like, bro, like I think someone's knocking your door. And she's like, no one's knocking. Like I think that's just like whatever, like the neighbors.
Because at the time,
shit.
like I didn't have my dog, right? So
Yeah, she didn't have a dog. Did you not? I thought you did.
it was like,
Oh no, yeah, you did.
no.
It was like a knock like this. It was like, and I was like, no, honey, that is someone knocking on the door. We left to go get a drink from the fridge, and when I came in, I just left the door a bit open so I could like see out, like outside, right? And when we did that, I remember her mom's door was closed,
Yeah,
and
it
her
was
brother's
like
door
completely closed.
was closed. And these are the doors that are like completely closed, like so not even wind or anything
latched,
can
yeah.
open it. Like when people go like, oh, it probably was the wind that opened it. I'm like, no, honey, it's closed. It has to have like, anyways. 10 minutes go by, 15 minutes go by, 20 minutes go by. The next thing I see is I'm like, May, and then she's like, what? And I'm like, why is your mom's door open?
Like wide open.
And I didn't hear her
And
mom
we were
wake up.
like-
Her mom did not wake up. I don't know if her brother woke up, but no, like I don't know if her brother woke up at that time, but we weren't even loud, so we could have heard if anyone went in the washroom or did anything, okay? Her mom has a washroom in her own room,
Yeah,
so
so
I
she
don't
wouldn't,
think she
like,
would
come
use the
out,
outside,
yeah.
yeah. And I'm like, I'm not going outside, like I'm scared. And she's like, let's just check who it is. Why would we do that? White people, stupid. Just kidding. Please don't kill me, I'm not racist. Like, well, she's like, let's go check. And I'm like, okay, let's go check. So I sent her in the front because it's her house. And I was fucking scared, so she dies, she goes first. She goes out and she's like, okay, maybe it might be my brother that went in the washroom. We're just overthinking it because of course we were watching paranormal shit. Go outside and her brother's room was closed. Like closed.
Really close.
And then she opened it to see if he like woke up, but there was no signs of him like waking up like at that moment because he was like snoring. He was like fast asleep. I was like, nah, I'm just gonna go back to bed. And every time I stay over at her house, I hear like fucked up noises, like literally. And her dog, now that she has a dog, I'm just showing off my nails actually. But her dog sometimes just stands in random spots and like barks.
Yeah, true. But
And we all know, like, you know, dogs can see ghosts and shit. So I'm like, bro, your house is haunted. Like, I know it. But like, it didn't do anything bad to us. But I was just really scared because I'm still trying to figure out how to open the door. And I tried it. Like, you know, we left the windows open and stuff and closed the door. With even like it was like a windstorm. I don't know what was happening. The door didn't.
fucking loud, yeah.
The door did not open. So
It
I
sure
know
didn't,
damn
sweetie.
well that that door opened by a ghost. So, buddy, if you in here, say hi, make something move.
I was like, my fucking painting just like
Now
flies
imagine
off the
like,
wall.
something just says hi in like that little mirror. I need a drink to end this story time. So, you want some? You thought I was not drinking for you, but let's drink a little pinky up.
Wow.
This
I
one
think we're
happened-
gonna start.
This one happened
Like
like 3
last
days
week.
ago.
Okay, yeah,
No,
okay, so
3
listen.
days ago. Literally 3.
Lesson, where do we start? Do we start with like the girl?
Backstory.
Okay, yeah, backstory.
So we have a friend named Glenn. We love him. He's very cute. Always cleans my house when he comes over.
And a great cook. And a very hardworking boy.
Love that kid. Anyway, he texts us all the time, and he's like, "Yeah, oh my god, like there's someone screaming outside my window," and
It's a lady screaming.
we're like,
And a lady
What?
screaming for like help, like screeching voices. And
"Screechy
it's
voice."
a story time, Zoe.
Okay. Or I don't know if she's like, she just gets like her head like starts.
No! Whoa, it's like I can't even control it.
Glenn always talks about this woman screaming outside of his house, right? And one day, like, his mom is very spiritual, and she said that like there's a woman, she always sees a woman like running past their street, like in a white dress, long white dress, like literally just like sitting there, like,
She's
chilling
like,
there.
she's like,
There's a bunch of farmland and stuff like that, so across the street there's literally no houses or anything. That was my dog. Oh my god. Anyway, so regardless.
wait, but
of
it's
the time,
randomly barking again.
it's barking at dogs outside. And it's not allowed to do that or we get in trouble, so BRB.
No, story time was really hitting one of them.
And we were dropping him off.
Because he said that he had to be home before 1.
Yeah, we were dropping him at home. Glenn goes into his house and we're like sitting in the car and we're like, okay, well, what do we want to do? Like, I heard this like whistling noise. It was just like, I kind of put it in the back of my mind.
Oh, whistling? That's what you heard?
No, it wasn't it was like high pitched, like
yeah, it was like a stream. Like, it was like,
but it was quiet. It was like really like,
that's so bad.
it was really faint though, and so I just didn't like think of it. And Chantel was like, wait, did anyone else hear that? And I was like, I sure did, sweetie. Like, what the hell? It was just really not a good time for us, and I'm still kind of messed up.
I still remember, I guess still.
I still
And I was like, it wasn't him that was doing because you did was
He's
talking. So I'm guessing she died off that way. That's what she keeps saying.
We actually did research. We were trying to look up like on that road, like if there were any deaths, like what time, like, but we couldn't find any.
But they said that there were like a lot of deaths.
There were a lot of deaths. There were a lot of like car crashes, plane crashes, like.
But he said that his mom has seen her like walk around like a lady in like white. Oh my god, this is so freaking hilarious. So when my mom was pregnant with my sister, where I'm from, at 7 o'clock every day is when the azan would start. So it's like, for like Muslim people, you're not supposed to stand in front of a window or a door, blocking any passage that could get out. Because they say that you're like, the evil spirits are going back to where they are from because they get scared from like the azan. Basically my mom was just standing there or whatever and she was pushed. She said there was no wind. Like she was pushed perfectly where she could sit, like she was sitting. She asked for a like bracelet like they wear. You can wear it around your hand or legs. It's like to protect you. It's kind of like the evil eye thingy, but except the bracelet has prayers around. Like the guy that gave it to my mom already knew about the story and he doesn't even know her. And my mom was like, yeah, how did you know that happened? And he's like, well, you know, I know about it because it's like, he's like, when I touched you, I already saw all your life events and everything.
Bye. Are you kidding?
And he was like, when you were standing there, you were blocking the passage for evil spirits. And then, when I was around 10, this was before I moved to Canada, my grandma, the windows were closed. See, honey, here's the real tea. The windows were closed. The curtains were closed. Grandma goes at the back to grab her cane because she's done and she's pushed in this. Like at that moment, all I could think of was my mom's story because she was really pushed. She was put out in a certain way, like she just was straight. No, the cane was really still hanging on the thing. She was here. The cane was here. The windows are here, right? She was gonna go grab it. She didn't even grab it, but she was pushed and the cane somehow got out of there and was just lying beside her on the ground. On there. Oh my god, your dog's barking again.
I think it's literally just because there's other.
No, I think there's a ghost.
Was that the end of our video? That was the end of our video. Thank you so much for watching. I literally look like a ghost.
Yes.
Speaking of paranormal.
Dude, big thumbs up. If you guys want more story times, comment which story was the best story.
And don't forget to follow us on Instagram. This is my Instagram. This is Chantel's Instagram. And this is our shared Instagram right at the bottom.
But yeah, make sure to follow, subscribe, we do all that good shit. For vlogs, story times, makeup videos.
I mean,
bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Shut up. Hey, look.
Give that a big, what the fuck do they say? They're like, give this video a huge.
A big thumbs up.
Huge.
A big thumbs up.
A big thumbs up.
Oh.